Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. And we got some 1978 New York Yankees baseball. The Minnesota Twins is in New York for just one game here on May 9th. Just a one-game series. So let's take a look at the starting lineup here for the visiting Minnesota Twins. Leading off playing left field is Willie Norwood. Batting second playing shortstop Roy Small. Batting third playing first base Rod Carew. Batting fourth, playing third base is Mike Cubbage. Batting fifth, playing center field, Dan Ford. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Butch Weiniger. Batting seventh and DH and Glenn Adams. Batting eighth, playing right field is Hoskin Powell. And on the mound, batting ninth, playing second base Bob Randall. And on the mound is Paul THORMODSGARD. And for the hometown New York Yankees, we got leading off playing center field Mickey Rivers, batting second playing second Willie Randolph, batting third doing the catching Thurman Munson, batting fourth playing right field Reggie Jackson, batting fifth playing first base Chris Chambliss, batting sixth playing third base Craig Nettles, batting seventh DH and Jim Spencer, batting eighth playing left field Roy White, batting ninth playing shortstop is Bucky Dent, and on the mound for the Yankees is Catfish Hunter. Get down here to Yankee Stadium and get this game started. And as you can see, Minnesota's record's 21-8. They have struck out 142 opponents, walked 139, given up 67 doubles and 16 triples. The Yankees are 19-6, struck out 178, walked 118, 67 doubles and 16 triples. Let's get down here, and we got Willie Norwood to lead it off here for the Twins. Willie's batting .272 with 2 homers and 11 RBIs. He'll be going up against Catfish Hunter. This is Catfish's 5th appearance. He's 2-1 with a 3.14 ERA. Here's the pitch to Willie. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Nice way to start the game for Catfish with a strikeout. That brings up Roy Small now. And Roy's batting .266, 3 homers, 16 RBI. And that's going to be against a 9. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Mickey Rivers makes a nice play on that one. Quick 2 outs here in the first. And Rod Carew steps up to the plate. Carew batting .349 with a homer and 16 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice inning by Catfish. 1, 2, 3 goes the Twins. It's Twins nothing. Yankees coming to bat with Rivers, Randolph, and Munson. As you can see, the New York Yankees will be going on the road after this, playing 3 games in Kansas City and then on to Chicago. And Mickey Rivers comes up to the plate, batting .264. He's got 2 homers, 15 RBIs, going up against Paul THORMODSGARD, and this is his 7th game. He's 1-1 with a 4.84 ERA. Here's the pitch to Mickey. And that's going to be hit down in the right field. And Powell can't get to that one. That drops in for a single, and he misplays it. And Mickey's going to be down at second with an E9. So now the Yankees got a runner in scoring position right away with a leadoff single and an error. So Rivers down at second for Willie Randolph. And Willie's batting .327 on the year. He's got 1 homer and 11 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. And out there at Dan Ford, that should be fielding column 2 of 33. And it is. And 28-21. He's going to stay put on the fly ball. So now there's one out, runner still in scoring position for the captain, Thurman Munson. And Thurman's batting .313 on the year, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. See if the runner, that's going to be a pop up down the short. Smalley makes the catch for out number 2. Rivers still down there at second. Can Reggie Jackson deliver here? Reggie's batting .326, 12 homers, 30 RBIs. And nope, that's a swing and a miss. So Paul gets around the leadoff single in air. So Yankees strand Rivers at second. We go to the top of the second. It's still no score. We got Cubbage, Ford, and Weiniger due up here for the Twins. Mike is batting .329. He's got 2 homers and 9 RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Catfish walks the first batter. And up to the plate now steps Dan Ford. And Ford's batting .314 on the year. And he has 2 homers and 10 RBIs. Looking for a ground ball double play, but they'll take the swing and miss. And he strikes out. Ford for out number 1. Brings up Butch Weiniger. And Butch is batting .305 on the year. Got a runner down at first. And Cubbage with below average speed. Again, Yankees looking for a ground ball double play. Weiniger has hit 6 home runs on the year, 21 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Jackson in right field. That'll be out number 2. The leadoff walk still down at first. And up to the plate now with Glenn 5 on the year. With 1 homer and 7 RBIs. And here we go. It's acting up again. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Randolph. He's going to fire over to first. That'll win the inning. So the leadoff walk stays at 4 here in Yankee Stadium. The Yankees will be sending up Chambliss, Nettles, and Spencer. And Chris is batting .309 on the year. He's got 2 homers and 14 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this, drives that ball in the right field, turns on it. Powell gets over, cuts it off. It's going to hold Chambliss to a single. Chambliss is aboard here now with nobody out. Yankees again get the leadoff batter on. Can they drive him in this time? Greg's got 5 homers and 15 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Powell. He gets to this one. That'll be out number 1. And up to the plate now steps Jim Spencer. And Spencer's batting .278 on the year. And hopefully the sound's back now. And here's the pitch to Spencer. Batting .278, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be against that's going to be a single in the left field. Chambliss will stop at second. We got first and second here now with 1 out. And up to the plate's going to step Mr. Roy White. And Roy's batting .241, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Can he deliver a base hit here and get Chambliss in? And that's going to be hit out to left field. And that's going to be a single. And they're going to throw Chambliss out at home. And Spencer will get down the third. And White will get down the second on the throw home. So that's a single in the left. Norwood throws Chambliss out. We got second and third now, 2 outs for Bucky Dent. Nice play out there by Norwood to cut down the runner at the plate. See if Bucky Dent can come through now. 2 outs, runners in scoring position. Spencer at third, White at second. Bucky's batting .289. He's got a homer and 12 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Randall at second. That'll end the inning. Yankees strand 2 thanks to the nice play by Norwood. We go to the top of the third. It's still nothing. We got Powell, Randall, and then back to the top of the order in Norwood. And you see the Twins schedule. They leave Yankee Stadium, go to Chicago and play 1. Then they go back home, play 2 games against Boston, and then the Orioles come to town. So Powell's batting .321 on the year, 2 homers, 13 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one off of Catfish. Drives that ball into the gap in right field for a double. So a leadoff double by the Twins. Let's see if Catfish can pitch around this leadoff double. Up to the plate now steps Bob Randall, batting .299, 2 homers and 20 RBIs. And that's going to be maybe a pass ball here. And that's going to be a pass ball. Runner's going to get down the third. So the Yankees are play back. They'll give up the run here. 4 and out. Don't want to give up a big inning early in the game. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Randall. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Let's see here. And 62. Need to roll another dice. A 1. And that'll be a 51. He should score easily. Rivers doesn't have a very good arm out there in center field. And Powell's got good speed. He'll score with no throw. So that's a sacrifice fly. Gives the Twins a 1-0 lead. So the pass ball cost them there. Now there's nobody on. 1 out. And the Twins are up 1-0. And we're back to the top of the order in Norwood. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be against the righty 8. And that's going to be an infield hit. Norwood's going to get a board here. So Norwood's down at first. The Twins already up 1-0. Roy Small comes up to the plate. And here's the pitch to Smalley. He's 0 for 1. Flew out the center his first time up. That's a ground ball right back to Hunter. And let's see, a 44 and a 1. Is that column number 1? And it sure is. Can they turn 2 here? No, but they will get the runner out at second. Fires over to Bucky covering. That'll be 2 down here. And a runner still at first. Now it's Rory Smalley for Rod Carew. And Carew is 0 for 1 today. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Randolph. He'll go to short way over to second. That'll end the inning. But the Twins score 1 on the sacrifice fly and lead this game 1-0. We go to the bottom of the third and the top of the order due up. We got Rivers, Randolph, and Munson. Mickey started this game off with a single, went the second on an error, and that's going to be a base on balls. So the Yankees get the tying run aboard here with Mickey Rivers down at first. And up to the plate now steps Willie Randolph. And Willie, he flew out the center his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. And up to the plate now is Thurman Munson. And does Willie want to take off for second? Butch is a damn good catcher. Paul's got a good hold. Nice move. It'll be -5. That'll be a 27. 53 or lower. He's taking off. He's going to try to get in the scoring position. 53 or lower, he's safe. And he's safe. Mix in there with a stolen base. So now he's in scoring position here for Thurman Munson. Tying run down at second. Thurman up at the plate. Munson popped up the short his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. 16 on a 27. And he's going to look the runner back to second, fire over to first for out number 2. And again, it's up to Reggie Jackson here with 2 outs. Get the Yankees on the scoreboard and tie this game up. Reggie struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Powell in left field. And again, the Yankees strand a runner, even though he went down to second. We'll change that. Runner was supposed to hold the last time up. And now Jackson will fly out the right and end the inning. And like I say, the Yankees strand another one. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 1-0 Twins. You got Cubbage, Ford, and Weiniger due up here against Catfish. And here's the pitch to Cubbage. And that's going to be a 8. That's going to be a nice pop-up. See who's going to call. He's going to strike him out. He strikes Cubbage out for out number 1. Nice job by Catfish. Brings up Ford now. And Ford, he struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Rivers in center field for out number 2. And Butch Weiniger's up now. And Butch is 0 for 1 today. He flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Hunter's got it. Fires over the Chambliss, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Can the Yankees do something here in the bottom of the fourth? Chambliss, Nettles, and Spencer due up. Chris singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third over to first for out number 1. Now you got Greg Nettles at the plate with 1 out and nobody on. Can Nettles get a 1-out rally started? He flew out the left his first time up. And that'll be a base on balls. So the Yankees get the tying run on board here. Go ahead and run at the plate and Jimmy Spencer. Spencer singled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Powell. That'll be out number 2. So it's going to be up to Roy White here to keep this inning alive with 2 outs. Nettles down at first. And Roy singled his first time up. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes. Can Roy take advantage of the 2-0 pitch? And that's a fly ball out the Norwood in left field. And again, the Yankees leave a runner on. To the top of the fifth we go. The Twins hanging on to a 1-0 lead. You got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Twins. Adams, Powell, and Randall. Adams is 0 for 1. He grounded out the Randolph his first time up. And not this time. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. So the leadoff batter's aboard for the Twins, trying to get some insurance runs here. And up to the plate steps Powell. He doubled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Jackson. He's got room in right field. Makes the catch for out number 1. And Randall steps up to the plate now. And Randall had a sacrifice fly his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. 41. Chambliss is a 4. That'll be fielding column 1. And that's going to be the old 3-6-3 double play. And that gets the Yankees out of the inning. Nice job there by Chambliss. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. It's still 1-0 Minnesota. We got Dent, then followed by the top of the order as Aaron Reed joins us, Rivers and Randolph. Bucky, he grounded out the second his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Smalley, his counterpart. Fires over to first, and that'll be out number 1. And up to the plate now steps Mickey Rivers. Mickey is 1 for 1 today. He's walked, singled, and stolen a base. You can keep this perfect game up. No, that's a ground ball down the third. Cubby just got it. That's going to be 2 quick outs. It's up to Willie Randolph to get something started here in the 5th inning. And Willie's 0 for 2, flown out the center and struck out. We drop the dice. Make it an official game here. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Powell's been busy out there today for out number 3. Yankees go down in order this inning. We go to the top of the 6th. It's still 1-0 Minnesota. Top of the order due up here. Norwood, Smalley, and Carew. Willie singled his last time up and struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Greg Nettles. He fires over the Chambliss, and that'll be out number 1. And up to the plate now steps Smalley, and he's 0 for 2. He has flown out and reached on a fielder's choice. And that's going to be a base on balls. So now with 1 out, Smalley down at first for Rod Carew. Can the Yankees get another double play like they did in the 5th? Carew is 0 for 2. He struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. Smalley's got decent speed down there at first. And that ball is hit into left field. Smalley will stop at second. And it's 1st and 2nd and 1 out now for Mike Cubbage. Again, the Yankees would love to have a ground ball double play here. Cubbage is 0 for 1. He's walked and struck out, has yet to put the ball in play. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Jackson makes the catch. We'll need to roll another dice. A 3, a 40. A 20. A 20. He's already in scoring position. He's going to stay put. So the runners stay where they're at. 2 outs now for Dan Ford. Runners on 1st and 2nd. And here's the pitch to Ford. He is 0 for 2. He struck out and flown out the center. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Catfish strikes him out. And the Twins strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 1-0 Minnesota. We got Munson, Jackson, and Chambliss due up here. Can the Yankees do something with the big boys? Munson's 0 for 2. He's popped up and grounded out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field for out number 1. Here comes Reggie up now. Reggie gets something started here in the 6th. Yankees trailing by 1. Jackson struck out and flew out the right. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Norwood's got that. 2 fly balls, 2 outs. It's up to Chambliss now to do something here in the 6th. And Chris has singled, and he's grounded out the 3rd. And that's going to be a base on balls. So the tying run down at first. The go-ahead run at the plate, and Greg Nettles. Can Nettles deliver here today, folks, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Get the Yankees on this scoreboard. And Greg has flown out the right and walk. And that's going to be a comebacker to Paul. He fires over to first, and that'll end the inning. Yankees strand another one. We go to the top of the 7th. It's 1-0 Minnesota. We're going to have Butch Weiniger up, followed by Adams and Powell. Butch is 0 for 2, flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a base on balls. Not what you're going to see. Leadoff batter aboard here now for Glenn Adams. And the Yankees turn 2 here, which doesn't have much speed. Neither does Adams. 8 for a double play here. And Adams is 1 for 2 today. He has grounded out the 2nd and singled. And that's going to be against the 10 and a 9. That's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Roy White makes the catch for out number 1. And up to the plate now is Powell. And Powell is 1 for 2 today. He has doubled and flown out the right. And that's going to be another base on balls. So Hunter's walking himself into a mess here in the top of the 7th. That brings up Randall. He's got the only RBI of the game. 1st and 2nd now, and only 1 out. They go out and talk to Catfish. He says he can get through this mess. They're going to get the bullpen up. And Randall's 0 for 1. He's had a sacrifice fly and hit into that 3-6-3 double play his last time up. Can they get him to do it again here, folks? And no, he squares this one up, drives that ball in the left field. And that's going to score Weiniger, I bet, even though he's slow as molasses. White doesn't have much of an arm. Butch will score with no throw. The question is, will Powell get down to 3rd, and he'll stay put at 2nd. So that gives the Twins a 2-0 lead here. And it's still 1st and 2nd and only 1 out. Back to the top of the order we go in Norwood now. So all those walks, there they kill you. Norwood is 1 for 3. He struck out, singled, and grounded out. And that's going to be another base hit into, that's going to be a Baltimore chopper. That's going to fill the bases. Bases are juiced. Rory Smalley's up here. And are they going to take Catfish out of the game? That is the question now. Bring in the lefty and Sparky Lau, maybe. That is the question. You got Smalley due up, then Carew. So the lefty is coming in. Sparky's going to come into the game here. That'll be it for Catfish. Sparky comes in with the bases loaded and only one out. Can he get the ground ball double play? Yankees are already down 2-0 here in this game. And this is Sparky's 8th game. He's 0-2 with 2 saves. Bases full with Twins. Powell at third, Randall at second, Norwood at first, and Smalley at the plate. Smalley's 0 for 2. He's flown out and reached on a fielder's choice and walked. And he gets a hold of this one. This ball is high. This ball is far. And how far is this one going to go is the question, folks. And that's a grand slam home run down the right field line, just over the 309 mark. And this ball game just got out of hand quick. It is now 6-0 Twins in a blink of an eye. A 5-run inning here for the Twins. Sparky gives up the gopher ball, folks. And that brings up Rod Carew. Base is empty. Nobody on. Carew is 1 for 3. He struck out, reached on a fielder's choice, and singled his last time up. And against the lefty, that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. White has enough room this time, but that ball was hit well for out number 2. And that slider isn't sliding as good as Sparky would like today. That'll bring up Mike Cubbage. And Cubbage is 0 for 2 today. And he has walked, struck out, and flew out to right. And that's going to be a pop up down the second. Randolph's got it. That'll end the inning. But the Twins score 5, 4 of them on the grand slam by Smalley. We go to the 7th inning stretch. 6-0 Twins. We got the bottom part of the order due up here against Paul now with a 6-run lead. Spencer, White, and Dent. Here's the pitch to Jimmy. He's 1 for 2, singled and flew out to right. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. And now Paul's coming after him with a 6-run lead. Now to bring up Roy Smalley. Roy Smalley on my mind with that grand slam. Roy White is 1 for 2 today. See if he can get something going here. Yankees need to get some runs here. Can't be trying to score all 6 of them in one inning. He single and flew out the left. And that's going to be a base hit, an infield hit for Roy. So the Yankees got a runner on here. Bucky Dent coming up to the plate out. The Yankees scratch a run or 2 across here. They got the 8th and 9th and the rest of this 7th inning to do something. Bucky Dent is 0 for 2 today. He has grounded out twice, once to second, once to short. And that's going to be a out in front of the plate. Butch jumps up. And that ball is in foul territory. He takes off the mask. Makes the catch for out number 2. We're back to the top of the order and Mickey Rivers. Rivers is 1 for 2 today. He has walked and singled and stolen a base. And Mickey deliver a 2-out hit here. Keep this inning going. Here's the pitch to Rivers. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Smalley throws over to second for out number 3. The Yankees leave another one. We go to the top of the 8th. It's still 6-0 Twins. Sparky will come out here for the 8th inning. He'll have Ford, Weiniger, and Adams due up here. Ford is 0 for 3. He struck out twice and flew out the center. And that's going to be a fly ball back out to center field. Rivers has got it for out number 1. And up to the plate now is Butch Weiniger. He'll turn around and bat from the right side for the first time. He has flew out the right, grounded back to the pitcher, and walked his last time up. And that's going to be another ground ball back to the mound. Sparky's got it, fires over the Chambliss, and that'll be out number 2. On. Adams is 1 for 3. The bottom part of this order has done some damage, folks. And then the grand slam by Smalley. And Adams is singled, grounded out, and flown out. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 17. That's going to be a fly ball in the left field. White's got it. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees leading some runs bad. They're trailing by 8. Paul's going to come out here and try to get through this 8th inning with a 6-run lead. Trying to save the bullpen. See how far Paul can go. Randolph is 0 for 3 today. He'll be followed by Munson and Jackson. Here's the pitch to Willie. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Cubich at third, over to Carew for out number 1. Up to the plate now. Captain Thurman Munson. Munson's 0 for 3 today. Can he get something going, folks? As hard of this lineup, Paul THORMODSGARD has done great against them. He has kept these Yankees in check. They stranded a few base runners. He's pitched around a little bit of a problem, but he's done a fine job. Munson gets a hold of this one now. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. So at least the Yankees ain't going to be shut out as Thurman turns on this one. And that'll be his 3rd homer of the year. It's 6-1 New York. The plate. And Reggie's 0 for 3 today. He has struck out, flown out both corners, right and left. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Reggie out, bounces back from giving up that home run. And it's up to Chambliss now with 2 outs to keep this inning alive. Here's the pitch to Chris, and he squares this one up. And hopefully the mic's back on now as Chambliss drives this ball in the right field for a 2-out double. Greg Nettles up to the plate now. They'd like to get Paul through this 8th inning. And Nettles is 1-0 for 2 today. Can he drive in a run and make this a 4-run game? He has flown out the left, flown out the right, walked and grounded out to the pitcher. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. And with 2 outs, I think we got to give it a shot here. 48 minus a 31 plus a 6, 23. Chambliss is going to come around third and try to score a 45 or lower. He's safe, folks. 2 outs. We're not going to see if we can keep getting these dingers. And he's in there safely. That's an RBI single by Nettles. And that cuts the lead to 6-2. Let's see who they got out here in the bullpen. They only have one lefty out there. And they're going to bring him in here with Spencer and White due up. Here. How big was that grand slam now? And Max Scar's going to come in here and pitch the lefty. If the Yankees make a change here, and they will, out of the dugout, Mr. Johnson. Cliff Johnson comes out of the dugout. He'll pitch it for Spencer and remain as the DH. Stanley. Stanley's going to come out of the dugout instead. And he'll remain as the DH. Mr. Chicken will come out. So you got to run first. 2 outs. Yankees have scored 2 runs in this 8th inning. Can they add to it? You got Stanley up at the plate. This is his first plate appearance of the year. He batted RBIs in 1978 going up against Mac. This is Mac's 6th appearance. He doesn't have a record. He's got a 2.25 ERA. Here's the pitch to Stanley. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. The Yankees ain't giving up yet. Stanley gets a hold of this, drives that ball into the gap in right field. Let's see here. We're probably going to send Nettles here with 2 outs. Again, we can't be counting on all this. So that ball is hit into right field. Powell doesn't have a great arm. 30. 56 or lower. Nettles is safe at the plate, and he's in there. So that's an RBI double by Stanley. And that cuts the lead in half, folks. Just what the Yankees needed. 3 runs so far, and a runner is still in scoring position. And Roy White comes up to the plate. He'll turn her around and bat from the right side now. And 2 outs. And Roy's having a fine game. He's 2 for 3. Can he keep it up here and drive in a run? He is singled twice and flown out to the left. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. Max up with it, fires over to first. That'll end the inning, but the Yankees score 3. We go to the top of the ninth. It's 6-3. Sparky Lau come out here in the ninth inning trying to keep this a 3-run lead. Let's see here if the Twins will make a move here with Powell. No, Powell will stay in the game. You got Powell, Randall, and back to Norwood. And Powell is 1 for 2. He's walked and doubled, flew out to right. And that's going to be another fly ball out to Reggie. That'll be out number 1. And that'll bring up Bob Randall with a sacrifice fly. I got you, Aaron. Pretty cool. And here's the pitch to Randall. He's, like I say, 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs, a sacrifice fly, hit into a double play, and had an RBI single. And Randall gets a hold of this one off of Sparky. And he drives that in the right field. Jackson gets over quickly. He cuts it off. Randall with a 3-run lead will hold it first with a 1 out. And to the top of the order we go in Willie Norwood. Willie's having a 2 for 4. Can Sparky get out of this inning with nobody scoring? Give the Yankees a chance with down by 3 in the ninth. And Norwood has struck out, singled, grounded out, and singled. And a 40. That's going to be a team. And that's going to be a rare play on a 40. I'll have to re-roll some dice here. 35 on a 40. It's going to be a 7. And that's going to be in the right field. That's Reggie, not who you want to hit it to. You're a Yankee fan, and that's going to be a single in the right. Runner's going to score. The batter's going to get the second on an error. Reggie Jackson screws the pooch out there in left field. A single. And E9. The runner on first will score, and the batter will get down to second. So not what you wanted here. Now you got 1 out. Norwood down at second for Roy Smalley. He has hit a grand slam in this game. Now it's a 7-4. After the Yankees have cut the lead to 3. Smalley, like I say, is 1 for 3 with that grand slam. And Norwood do this. Sorry about this. Any day now. So it was a single in the, it's going to score. And the batter will get and now he didn't score. So let's redo this again. And God darn it. Shouldn't be this difficult to win. And the game is so slow right now, it's aggravating the piss out of me. Hey, 007, how's it going? Oh, it's all right, bud. Not a problem. So again, let's try this. We got a single and E9. Runner on first is going to score, and the batter's going to get down the second. And we're going to have one out and Smalley up. The runner down at second and Sparky on the mound here. Roy's already hit a grand slam in this game. And it's going to be 7-3 Minnesota. And here's the pitch to Smalley. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. White makes the catch for out number 2. And now we got Mr. Carew. Oh, cool. April 9th. Check out 007's channel, folks. He's doing the 2008 using inside pitch, playing every game. Check out Aaron Reed's channel. He did a Field of Dreams games yesterday, 3 of them. Here's the pitch to Carew. He's 1 for 4. He struck out, reached on a fielder's choice, singled, and flew out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Randolph. He fires over the Chambliss. That'll end the inning. But the Jackson error leads to a run. And the Twins increase their lead to 7-3. The Yankees coming up here with Dent. Then back to the top of the order, Rivers and Randolph. Can the Yankees score 4 and keep this game alive is the question. Bucky is 0 for 3. The Yankees need base runners. He has grounded out twice and popped up to the catcher. And that's going to be a ground ball down to his counterpart at short. Smalley fires over to Carew. And that'll be out number 1. Now it's up to Rivers to get something started here. Here's the pitch to Nick. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Now the Yankees are down to the last out for today. Can Willie get on board here and give the big boys a chance? Willie has flew out the center, flew out the right, struck out and grounded out the third. And that'll be a base on balls. The Yankees will take it. They need base runners. Up to the plate now steps Thurman Munson. And he hit a solo homer his last time up. Can Thurman keep this game alive like Willie did? Like I say, Munson's 1 for 4 with a homer and an RBI. And here's the pitch to the captain. And that's going to be a 38. And a pitcher He is a 1 on a 13. That's going to be fielding column 1, though, ain't it? Yep. 38. Yeah, 38. Runner caught off first. How in the hell did Mickey get picked off to end the game, folks? That is your ball game. Mickey Rivers down by 4. Gets picked off to end the ball game. Billy Martin loves old Willie, but he is upset with him today. Let's take a look at this box score. I'm sure it's about Smalley's grand slam. Yep. Smalley hits a grand slam. And the Twins, 7 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. The Yankees, 3 runs, 9 hits and 1 error. Norwood, 5 for 3. Smalley with that 1 hit, but it was a big one. It was a grand slam. And then you had Randall at the bottom of the order, 2 for 3. Twins were 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They only left 5 men on base. The Yankees, you had Munson with the homer. Chambliss 2 for 3. The Yankees 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. And they left 8 men on base. THORMODSGARD goes to 2-1, pitches 7 2/3, 8 hits, 3 runs, walked 3, struck out 4, and gave up the homer to Munson. Max Garza goes an inning and a third, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Catfish goes to 2-2, 6 1/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, walked 4, struck out 5. Sparky Lau comes in, goes 2 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of them earned, and gave up the homer. It's hard to tell with Billy, huh? Let's do some fast play here. We got the Royals at Boston. See what happens here in Boston. Then you got the Mariners going to Cleveland, and Kansas City shuts out Boston. 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Red Sox, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. Now you got the Tribe taking on the Mariners. We'll take a look here after I get done this fast play, 007. They're playing good ball. We'll take a look at the standings here after I get done this. And the Indians win 7 runs on 14 hits and no errors. The Mariners 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Now you got the Angels traveling to Detroit to take on the Tigers. And the Angels win 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Tigers 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. You got the Rangers taking on the Brew Crew in the city that made Milwaukee famous. It's made a fool out of me. Good pitching matchup. Ferguson against Caldwell. And the Brewers win 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. The Rangers 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. And the last game in the American League here on the 9th is the A's taking on the Blue Jays up in Toronto. See what happens up here in Canada. And the Blue Jays shut the A's out. And that's what the star is for, is Underwood goes the distance with the shutout. A's, no runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Blue Jays, 3 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. And let's take a look at the standings in the leaderboard now. And in the American League East, Boston trails Yankees by 3.5. Brewers are 4 games back. Tigers 5. Blue Jays 6.5. Baltimore 8.5. Indians 9.5. The Twins got a nice lead out here in the West. They're 6.5 games up on the White Sox, 6.5 up on the A's also. Kansas City and California are 9.5 games back, and the Mariners and Rangers are 11 games back. And in the National League East 007, you got the Expos a half a game up on the Pirates. Your Phillies are only a game back. The Cubbies are 2 games back, and the Mets and the Cardinals are 9.5 games back. And out in the National League West, the Dodgers are 3.5 games up on the San Francisco Giants. Padres are 5.5 games back. Houston 7. Reds are 7.5 games back, Aaron. And my Braves are in last place, 8 games back. Ralph Carr's leading the American League with a .400 batting average. Jackson's got 12 homers and 30 RBIs to lead the American League. And in the National League, Larry Parrish with a .408 batting average leading the league. George Foster with 9 homers and 28 RBIs is leading the National League in those categories. And Mike Paxton with a .039 ERA is leading the American League in ERA. You got 3 pitchers with 5 wins and the Goose with 7 saves. In the National League, you got Dan Roberts with a .84 ERA, a boatload of pitchers with 4 wins, and Raleigh Fingers and Bruce with 5 saves. Reggie's still leading the MVP in the American League. And Paul Splitteroff is leading the Cy Young in the American League. George Foster in the National League's leading the MVP. And Steve Rogers with the Expos is leading the Cy Young voting in the National League. And we're going to have, I think, a doubleheader with the Braves coming up against the Expos, if I seen that right. Take a look here. I think they got a double May. Yep, you got Rogers against Dick Ruffin, and you got Dews against Phil Necro. So we got a doubleheader coming up next. I want to thank 007 and Aaron Reed for stopping by today. Like I say, check out their 2 channels. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out of Yankee Stadium, hit that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.